Hello, welcome to the Open Admin Tool 2.70 New Features Demo Part 2. With Auth 2.70, you can easily administer the flexible grid introduced in Informix 11.70. You can manage a grid of interconnected servers. You can add or delete member servers and monitor the status of each server in the grid. On the Connection Manager page, you can manage how client connections are routed to members of the grid based on predefined policies. By default, the Connection Manager routes client connections based on the workload only. Now you can make grid members monitor the quality of replicated data with the Modify Server action. With this feature, you can configure the Connection Manager to route client connections to grid members based on more parameters, such as the number of apply failures and the transaction latency. With Informix 11.70, you can temporarily stop or start replication on an enterprise replication server by using the Disable Replication and Enable Replication actions. With the check or sync replicates or replicate sets actions, you can repair inconsistent data based on the latest timestamp among the participants instead of on a specified reference server. When you create a table with the Schema Manager, you can include the new Enterprise Replication Shadow columns. The shadow columns make it possible to replicate tables that do not have a primary key. Now, users who do not have operating system accounts on the Informix host machine can be granted access to the database server. This is done by mapping them to existing operating system usernames or user IDs. On the Mapped Users page, you can specify the highest level of privilege that any of the mapped users can have. You can add, edit, and delete mapped users. Now we will take a look at the Trusted Contacts feature. Trusted contacts are database objects that define trusted connections between the Informix database server and external entities such as middleware servers. On the Trusted Contacts page in the Server Administration menu, you can create, modify, delete, disable, and enable trusted contacts. Now with Auth, you can see query plans that involve multi-index scan and star join. Here is an example of a query plan that involves star join. When you create a table with a Schema Manager, you can choose to audit row-level events just for the table you are creating. Every page in Auth is supported with detailed help pages. They provide very useful information that can help you learn about Informix features and use Auth more effectively. Thank you.